CarefulCarping video. We're on episode 40 today, and this is also the first vlog of 2014. It's February 13th today, and it's taken me a long time to get this video up and recorded. This is actually my only second session of the year as well, so I haven't done as much fishing as I would have liked or as I would have hoped to this year, but with the weather and whatnot, it's been atrocious. The first week of January I was hoping to get out, but I had a few appointments come up, so I couldn't make it. So I didn't get out till like the middle-ish to the end of January. We had a bit of a social. There's probably about 6 or 7 of us on the lake in total. 3 of us fished over towards Back Bay sort of area, but none of us landed a fish. Unfortunately, I did leave my video camera at home that day, so I couldn't even film it. But luckily, no one had a fish, so I didn't miss any footage or anything. One of our mates did manage to hook into a fish, but lost it during the fight. So he was all devastated. I was hoping to see a lovely winter carp on the bank. And then we got today. Today was nearly put off anyway. I mean, as you would know, we've had serious rain and wind over the last couple of weeks, and it's just been atrocious. But this lake's still fishable, so I thought I'd get out. Today's forecast isn't even too bad, so I've got the brolly and everything just in case. It's a quick morning session before work, although I'd rather not go to work wet. But I need to get out. It's the second session of the year, and I really want to get a winter carp. It's proven to be a lot harder than I was expecting to anyway this year. I thought, since I managed to crack it last year during the summer months, I thought I'd be able to winkle 1 or 2 out this winter. But the lake has just fished really, really hard. There's only been a handful of carp out anyway between sort of November and now. 1 or maybe 2 I know out since this year, 2014, so not many at all. The one definite I do know was probably about 11, 12 pounds, so it wasn't even a real winter whacker. So it's proven hard and more difficult than we was expecting, but nonetheless we're here, and we're going to give it a go. It's not even been that cold of winter, as I'm sure you're aware. We've only had a couple of frosts, so it's not been the coldest of winter, no snow or anything, and this morning was actually quite mild, I'm surprised. Sorry, still got cold-like symptoms unfortunately, but that ain't going to stop me getting on the bank. So, as you probably can see and hear in the background, I've got the cars going past, so I'm fishing down the Mad Mile side. I've not fished this side of the bank since January last year, which is when I filmed the first video down here on the water park, which is in the next swim up, in the lifeboat swim. I've had a walk around here yesterday, and I had a walk around here again on Monday. Today's a Thursday, and not seen one fish once. I've looked in all the likely areas, like the snags, in the reeds, all that sort of stuff, because it was held up in the snags a couple of weeks ago when we last fished here, but they've all moved out of there as far as I could see. So I'm using a bit of a hope, and a few forum members have helped me out a bit here, and a few questions, so I'm hoping I'm on the fish. We shall have to see. I've seen 1 roll this morning, so there's definitely 1 in the area. Whether I can get a bite off that is another matter. So I'm going to touch the 3-minute mark here, so I'm definitely waffling on a bit. But yeah, so I'm just going to carry on drinking my coffee, keep myself nice and warm, keep an eye out for some fish, and see if we can nick a bite. So I'll be back in a bit with either an update or another fish. So let's see. It's just gone 10 o'clock now, and still no action for me on the bank. 2 lads are turned up and fishing on the other side of the bank, 1 in reed and 1 for the next swim down, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get a bite or not, or if all 3 of us end up blanking. It probably will be just me talking video anyway today. Chances of catching on here always slim. It's not the easiest of waters, and we are in winter, so we always know winter's difficult, so putting the 2 together is very difficult. You never know, unless the rods are out there with baits on, we could catch. It takes a split second, one of them rods could go screaming off and I could be into a fish, but we never know. But it's always about, these vlogs are always about the fishing as a thing. It's not me trying to say, look, I can catch on every session, as you all know. It's the highs and lows of carp fishing, what we have to go through as anglers. But it's a nice enjoyable morning, the sun's up, it's nothing like it was yesterday where it was tipping down with rain all day. It's not even too windy, it is a little chilly. Forgot to put the thermal socks on, so feet are pretty numb, bad move, but other than that, it's a nice enjoyable morning. Wind's just pushing through nicely. Got 1 rod out on the bottom, 1 on a zig, and just altering the zig every hour, see if we can pick one up in the middle layers. But we'll have to see how it goes. Still enjoying the morning. It's nice to be out on the bank, but I'm sure I feel the same as most of you, and can't wait for the summer to come round. Get out here in our shorts and t-shirt and try and catch a chunk in the summer, and be a lot more comfortable on the bank and see where the fish are, because of all the water and all the rain and wind, it's made the water a lot more chocolatey colour, and the clarity of the water is a lot more difficult to see the fish. Where in summer, they're not hard to miss at all. They are right in front of your face every time you can see them. Hopefully the catches will pick up well through the spring and the summer. So as we say, middle of February now, it's only around the corner. We can start enjoying ourselves more and getting out and doing a bit of stalking and surface fishing as well. So should have to see how it goes. Anyway, just going to get the zig back in, readjust it and bring it down a foot. It's coming in at 3 feet, so I'm going to try a 2 foot zig and see how we go. So I'll get that in and I'll see you in a bit. Well then, coming up to the end of the session now, unfortunately, and still no action. The rods are still out there. I'm just going to do this little outro piece and then just start on a slow pat down. So there is always a chance of a last minute bite, but it's not looking positive. I haven't seen a single fish show, really. I might have seen one roll this morning, but I'm not too sure if that was a fish rolling or if it was the coot going down, but I didn't see a coot come back up. So other than that, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen no signs, and the lads on the other side haven't had the fish neither. Although the bailiff come down earlier and he was doing some work on the swing that was next to me, and he said he was working here as well yesterday and he could see fish 9 foot away where I was fishing, boshing and showing themselves. So I'm pretty sure I'm on the fish, because I can't imagine them moved too far in the last 24 hours, being as it's cold. But they might have, but I'm presuming they're just held deep in the reeds on the far side. I've had the rigs up against them, I haven't had no joy in them, unfortunately. So I was definitely on the fish, but you haven't got, it's not just about being on the fish in winter, you've got to try and nick that bite, and unfortunately I couldn't today. So it's another one of them, another blank, unfortunately, and I'm sure there's going to be a few more of these this year. So yeah, I'll probably out again in 2 weeks time, I guess, back down here, morning session, same old, at the end of February, so probably still be really cold and probably another blank, but we don't know unless we try. The sun's been out all day, it has looked quite warm, but it's been flipping freezing on the bank. I had plenty of coffee there to try and keep me warm. So yeah, another unsuccessful session, but keep trying and the bites will start coming again soon, I'm sure. So I'm going to leave it at that, and sorry it's in the bank and sorry you had to listen to me waffle, but if you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button below, comment, subscribe if you're not already to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, it's absolutely nice day, and